Hi everybody, my name is Edie, a formal Edith Johnson, but I go by Edie. I own Sunrise Bookstore here in Northeast Portland, and I've been in business almost 2 years. Why did I want to start a bookstore? First, I love stories, and I love bringing people together, and I have kids, and I took them to story times, and I always thought, what if I had a bookstore? What if I had a bookstore? If I had a bookstore, I'll do it like this. I have these type of books. And I got the opportunity to start a bookstore, and here I am. And I went for it. Have you heard of Merchant Maverick? I have heard of Merchant Maverick because they helped me stay in business. They gave me a grant, and with that grant, I was able to sustain a lot of inventory and pay a lot of costs and things like that. So I have heard of Merchant Maverick, and it was from my husband, who was looking for grants and ways to help business, and he sent me the information. What's one challenge you are facing, and how can the community help? Ooh. Okay, so one challenge that I am facing always is getting people through the doors. My location is in a great neighborhood, but I'm kind of like up situated in the back, in the corner, so it's hard to find, but always getting people through the doors, and y'all paying the rent every month can be a challenge. And how can the community help? Spread the word. The community has been so great with word of mouth and letting people know I'm here, I exist, I'm a children's bookstore, I love community, I love people, and I love stories. So you can help by coming, buying books, spreading the word, and making Sunrise Books a part of your culture, places you go. What is your top piece of advice for small business owners just starting out? Everything doesn't have to be perfect at first. You don't need every piece of shelving, furniture, music. Everything doesn't have to be perfect, and give yourself room to grow and reinvent yourself. Because you might say, hey, I love a bookstore, I want just books, and then be like, oh wait, I actually like paper goods more, and I like painting, and I want to bring that more into my space. So give yourself room to grow, and always look for ways to grow. So if it's a free marketing class, free SEO class, or something like that, go for it. And collab. But know your other small business owners. There's not competition. It's all about collaboration. Get in cahoots with other people. You can't do this alone. You don't want to do it alone, and it's fun with more people. If your friends can have that. No, I'm just kidding. It's more fun with more people. That's it. So that's my 3. What is the best part of being a small business owner? The best part is I can bring my kids to work with me, so I don't have to pay for childcare. The other best part of being a small business owner is I personally love meeting people. I love meeting a lot of new people, and I love the small business community here in Portland. They're nice, they're friendly, they're always willing to help, share information. So I love meeting other small business owners and hearing their stories and learning from them. And having your own business. It's your own thing. You can paint the wall if you want. You can do whatever you want. So having the freedom of just having your own spot. Okay. If there are kids, right? So I usually point them to my favorite picture book, which is sold out right now. But I love all my books. But I send them to a picture book that I love, which is Night Owl, or What Do You Want to Eat? It's like these funny picture books. And I'm really a huge Tolkien fan. So I'm probably going to push some Hobbit, Lord of the Rings stuff on you, some fantasy stuff. And that's it. So a fun, funny picture book or some deep, dark fantasy. You know, a business is like your baby, right? Like, that it's born out of your heart and out of your passion, and the fear that I can't sustain it, and I've done everything and I'm getting burnt out and I'm just tired and I don't want to do it anymore. It's always there, lurking in the back, and then something happens, and then it's like I get encouraged. I have a conversation with the customer. Someone comes in, I get a good collaboration, and you get encouraged, but there's always a fear that I might not make it next month. I might not make it in the next year, and you get in survivor mode instead of thrive mode. So you're just doing things just to stay afloat versus staying true to your passion. That's more fearful than losing your business. For me, that's more fearful than losing my business, because I feel like, okay, if I stop, I can start again. But if I get into a place that's not true to me and I'm just doing it just to pay the bills, it's like, what's the point of me having my own business? I'm just working. Yes, I learned as I was going in business day by day, week by week, that I love people. And I love to bring people together. And I love seeing new moms come in that might be timid, or old moms too, that might be timid, shy, because sometimes we're in our bubble and we don't know what's normal. We don't know that it's normal for a toddler to scream and yell because they didn't get the blue bowl that morning for breakfast. So to have a space, and then you're crying too, but to come into a space where not only are you going through that, other moms are going through that, and you guys can like bounce ideas. I love seeing that. Like, it brings joy to my heart. I'm just sitting back, and then parents are sharing information, how they feed their kids, because feeding is a big deal. Feed their kids, how they discipline their kids, and things like that. I am actually working with a parenting expert, a parenting coach, and we're going to do like a little retreat thing for moms coming up this fall, winter, and I'm really excited about that. We did wreath making. I just try to do something every week for families, and something fun and playful. Not something that's so serious. We got enough stuff going on with politics, pandemic, and all the things. We got so much stuff. I want a space of joy. So a place where people can come in, hang out. We do story times 3 times a week for babies, toddlers, and we have authors come in at least 2-3 times a month. It's just, I want to cultivate a space of joy for everyone, young and old. Again, Sunrise Books started off with just an idea. So I was taking my kids to story time. First off, I love writing. So I'm a secret writer. So I love writing, I love stories. And I was taking I have 4 kids. So I was taking the first to story time, and it was just a passing thought, if I had a bookstore, it would be like. And it grew from there, and I actually wrote a business plan in my phone. And then, but to get more immersed into the book world, I started working at a bookstore. I worked at Pal's bookstore, and I loved it. And every day shelving books, I was like adding stuff to my own business plan, right? And of course, I was like, I need about $200,000 to start a bookstore. So, I won't get it no time soon, but I left Pal's, this was during pandemic, and I was like, you know what? My name is Edith. I had a grandmother named Edith, and she passed away during the pandemic, and it was a beautiful ceremony. But one thing I learned about her is she had a lot of gifts, and she didn't go after them. She wrote a letter to each one of her 7 children, and she was a writer. She had so much talent, and I said to myself, I don't want to die with talent inside of me. And so as my duty as an Edith, I'm going to go out and go for it. And so I played music. So I used to play the trumpet. And so I sold my trumpet, and to get startup money, to get some books. And I got books, 2 boxes of books, and a table, and a bubble machine. And I walked into a smoothie shop, which is a block from here, and I asked her to rent her wall to sell books out of the bookstore, out of her smoothie shop, and she said, of course, and everything came about from that moment. So a week before I found a name. I love the sun, sunrise. I found colors, found a logo, and did all that within 1 week of doing my first vending event out of the smoothie shop. And it was a success, and I love this neighborhood. And I said a small little prayer, like, if I can have a bookstore anywhere, it'd be in this neighborhood. Please let it be in this neighborhood. And 9 months later, I got the keys to the bookstore, and I've been here month by month making it.
Probably really important to have like that community and people
For
that
sure.
are on like they can totally
know.
relate and resonate
Yes,
with you.
yeah,
Right?
because sometimes like family doesn't know, spouses they don't know ish, But when when someone's going through the same struggle, it's like, okay, I'm running low on books, I'm running low on straws. Like, we're gonna make it. How are we gonna do it? We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. I got your back, girl. So yeah, so community is important in small business.
Who do you use for point of sale?
Clover.
And credit card processing?
Clover.
Accounting?
Excel. Me.
Love it. I love it. Where do you buy your books?
Everywhere, but mostly the wholesale distribution. So Ingram, and bulk. So I can buy. It's a bulk website. I can buy in bulk, and that's mainly.
Yeah, you can tell people how you feel about Clover.
Clover's not the best for a bookstore. I haven't had a good experience with Clover. Lots of fees and very small benefits. I mean, not a lot of benefits. So like. I need inventory. That would have been great to have like a whole integrated thing with the inventory, and I can't do that with Clover without spending a lot more money every month. So that's hard.